Hello you guys, welcome back once again. If you have not watched my last video that was uploaded last week, yes, I'm wearing the same outfits. I just put on a little cardigan and put my hair up, trying to make it a little different, I guess. Doesn't really matter because I just told you the same day, so it doesn't really matter that much, but it's fine. The reason why I'm filming 2 videos in one day is because right now while you're seeing this video, I'm actually in Colorado for my husband's birthday this year. I wanted to surprise him with a trip. I feel like we've done a lot of presents and stuff like that in the years past, and it's getting hard to like know what to buy, especially like when you're adults. It's like you can kind of buy what you need, and you know, there's some things that's like, yeah, I could get him that, but I just feel like memories are like my favorite now. Like I would rather just make memories than like get a gift, especially with this whole video topic we're talking about today. I don't need a lot of stuff. Anyway, I surprised him with a trip to Colorado. I actually told him that we were going to Colorado because I told him for Christmas that I was taking him on a trip so he could kind of plan for it, but then he really wanted to know where we're going, so I ended up telling him, but I'm not telling him what we're doing. So anyway, that's why I had to film 2 days in a row. Besides the point, I am so excited for this video because this is the first video on my channel talking about minimalism, and I'm super excited. So I'm going to start a playlist of minimalism videos. There's going to be a lot of minimalism videos going on, and there's going to be a lot of holistic and natural living videos coming up. This channel's just going rogue. We're just doing all the things that people say you shouldn't do with your social media, which is you need to just have one niche, and I have like 15. So, whatever. You know, different people can get different things out of my videos. So, if you're into minimalism, welcome. I just started my minimalism journey this past year. I would say I started once we moved into our apartment we just moved out of. So we moved there last December, so a year ago, I would say. But I really didn't get fully into it until probably like the middle of the year. So I would say about like half a year ago, I really started diving into it, and now I'm getting like fully submerged in it. But if you do not know, I do live with my in-laws right now. So we do not live in our own house, which is a good thing actually, because like we can't just be buying stuff all the time. It's not necessary to be buying things right now at the moment. Now we actually get to have a clean slate when we do move. So obviously I packed all of our stuff away, but when we do move, I am going to probably be getting rid of a lot of stuff that is in boxes right now. I tried to go through all that stuff before we moved, but I really started getting into it kind of after we moved. It's kind of nice because we're going to have a clean slate when we move into a new house. So, but this video is going to be just kind of the small ways I have incorporated minimal living, and I am not even close to where I want to be honest. Minimalism is a lifestyle. It is something that not a lot of people do, and I don't really want to say minimalism. Like, I do like minimalism, but I'm not a minimalist that like when you think of minimalism, you think of like someone who has like one of everything, like lives on very little. Like, I would say I'm more of like I have duplicates of things, but I only have what I need, and everything that I have or that I own serves a purpose in some way, and everything that I have has a home. Obviously, again, we do not live in our own house, so really you're gonna be able to see this all transpire once we do move, but right now, like, there's not much I can really show you, and it probably doesn't look like I am because we don't have a house. So let me just tell you a few things that I have done and a few ways I have started to simply get into minimalism and ways that you can do it really easily. Yeah, and then at the end of this video, I'm actually going to go through my makeup bag because I didn't do that yet, and I've been wanting to for a couple weeks, so I'm going to do that. So the very first thing that I did to kind of start this minimalism journey was going through my closet. So I used to go through my closet like once a year or twice a year, like every season change, like for fall, winter, and then for spring and summer. Like that's when I would go through my closet. So I would just have piles on piles of clothes. Our old apartment, I had like my clothes that I was wearing for that season in like my closet, and then I had a whole nother closet with other clothes, which I still kind of do. Like as I said, I'm not like a minimalist, and I just don't have like one t-shirt, one sweatshirt, one pair of pants. Like I don't do that. I like fashion. I'm not gonna ever be like that, but I do tend to now wear the same items over and over again, which I used to not do. I used to, you know, once I wore one thing or once I wore one outfit, I would never wear that outfit again. I've been going through my closet about every couple months. The thing is I still like to shop. I still like to shop for new clothes. I have, you know, different styles that I like, so I go thrift shopping a lot now. I'm thrift shopping like every couple months. So I've decided that like every season basically I now go through my closet, but I still have a decent amount of clothes, but I have gotten rid of a lot of clothes, and I think that is a great place to start. What I have decided on is that I will not buy clothes from just like the store anymore. Like I will not buy clothes from Target. I will not buy clothes from like really the mall. Like if I'm going out with my grandma, because me and my grandma love to shop, and like we're gonna go shopping and whatever, like maybe I'll buy some clothes, but I'm not doing that all the time. The only time I buy clothes is if I'm going thrift shopping or if I'm going to buy something that is very sustainable. I've still not bought a lot of sustainable clothing because it is a bit on the more expensive side. So honestly, I really just go thrift shopping. That is going to be a process I feel like that I'm always going to be having, is going through my closet. But that's a great place to start with minimalism. I'm a really big shoe person though, so getting rid of shoes is hard for me. But I'm even looking at my closet right now and I'm like, it looks so much smaller than it once did, but I still have like a lot of clothes. My goal, especially like when we move into a new house, is to like just have one closet of my clothes, because Jack could barely even fit his clothes in the closet, except he doesn't really hang up his clothes a lot. Yeah, and like even not feeling guilty of like giving clothes away that like I only wore once, or clothes that like maybe I bought but I didn't even really like wear ever, like just giving those away. And like I don't need to keep them just because they're new or just because they're expensive. It can suck, but that's life. Next, this was like the biggest thing for me, I think, was going through closets. Now thankfully I have only been on my own for like 4 years now. I moved out of my parents' house when I was like 18 or 19. Well, I got my first apartment when I was 19, but I kind of moved out. I was living in like 3 different places when I was like 18, so I never really like minimalized. I just had things like kind of all over. But 19 is when I had my first apartment, and so I haven't really like had a lot of life where like didn't really have a lot of stuff. Like I didn't have a lot of furniture. I didn't have a lot of decor yet. Like I am thankful for that I've kind of gotten into this lifestyle at like an earlier age, because I think if I was like had 2 kids like a little bit older, I think this would be a lot different. But because I haven't really lived on my own for that long, I didn't have to, you know, spend a whole lot on decluttering and stuff. I do like to just keep stuff. It's hard for me to get rid of stuff, especially if there's like a story behind it, if it's like nostalgic, stuff like that. So that was like the hardest thing. And you know, I'd always try to go through my closets and stuff, and I have like OCD, like, you know, I always like things clean, but I was a clean clutter. Like things were clean, organized. I'm very organized, but there's just too much stuff. Going through closets was super satisfying. I really did the main majority of like decluttering my closets in our last apartment. We had a lot more space and stuff in there, and so I was trying to even like have my closets not have a lot of stuff in them. That's the thing. I would have closets and they would look really good and really organized, but there was so much stuff in there. So it didn't look bad, it just, there was a lot of stuff. And so that was the thing, was like getting rid of that stuff and just being okay with like an empty closet, an empty cabinet. It felt wrong for me to like have it be empty, but that is like the goal for our new house, is like having drawers empty, having cabinets empty, having closets empty or like half full. So that's a really good way to start too, is just like going through closets and like getting rid of stuff that like you don't need. Boxes, I like to keep like a lot of boxes and stuff of like of my electronic items or whatever. I cannot get rid of cards, like birthday cards, Christmas cards, all cards I cannot get rid of. So because it's hard for me to get rid of cards, I just have like a box of all my cards, and I just keep it in there. But that box isn't that big. I mean, cards aren't that big. So my box is like this big, and that's like one thing that I will keep. You know, keepsakes, stuff from when I was like born and when I was like a really little kid that mean a lot to me. I'm a very sentimental person, so like those things I won't get rid of. Another point, I said we moved, so that helped a lot to get rid of stuff because, you know, we have a storage unit right now. So, you know, a storage unit, you don't have endless amounts of space to put stuff. So that was a good thing, was like having a storage unit, because I only had a limited amount of space. So even though we still have boxes like in my in-laws' garage, which kind of annoys me, but I'll go through that when we move. Another thing to start minimalizing is like doing a little bit every week or every month. Like when I first started, I was like, I'm just gonna do this all right now. Like I'm trying to get it going, but that really stressed me out. And so I think if you're really just getting into it, and if you have like a house that you've been in for a really long time and you have kids, all that kind of stuff, like it's going to be difficult. So I would suggest doing it over time, you know, going through maybe one closet a month or whatever. If you stay at home a lot, like maybe just doing like a closet, like one closet for like a whole week or whatever. Like just go at your pace, but don't try to stress yourself out, because there's a lot of, you know, things that you have to go through, and like it's a mental battle too. Like you have to use your brain, like, do I want to keep this, do I not want to keep this? Like it's difficult. I would say just trying to do it and just trying to keep up with it. My next point is, when running out of products, trying to downsize and only use a limited amount of products. So for me, I didn't really, and this was also with my natural living, like holistic journey too, is I didn't just throw away stuff immediately and then just get new stuff. I waited until my stuff was done. Like I'm not going to die just because I'm finishing out the products that I've been using for so long. I'm obviously like, yeah, it could be harmful to my body, or could be harmful to, you know, I'm trying to detox my body, but I'm not going to just throw away products. What I've been doing is, once I am done with a product, I throw it out, and then I try to buy a new product that's more like sustainable. It's probably going to be a little bit more expensive, but also not buying as much. You know, I use a lot of products for like a couple different purposes, or I use like one product for like a couple different purposes. So like Dr. Bronner's soap is like my ride or die. I literally use that as facial cleanser. I use it as like body wash. I use it as hand soap. So that's just one product, whereas, you know, you would have 3 or 4 other products for that. Like makeup products, you don't really need that many makeup products. You don't need a bunch of hair products. Like that's another thing. Hair products, we can just have stack up hair products, skincare products, all that kind of stuff. That's something that I have really had to work on, is like downsizing my product intake and just using a simple routine, a simple skincare routine. Next, this is really hard. Getting rid of things that I always held on to because I said maybe I'll use it or maybe I'll wear it. I have and had so many products and clothing and all this stuff that I have said I will want this one day. I will use this one day. I will wear this one day. And that day never comes. What I did is, like, you know, those things that I've held on to, I just got rid of them, like, because I never did. Like, if I've been saying this for 2 years now and I never use that product or never wear it, that thing, I'm getting rid of it. That was really hard because I don't like getting rid of stuff. For instance, the other day I wanted to wear this shirt that I've had in my closet for so long, and I was going to get it and I realized I gave it away. But I was like, you know what? It's fine. I have another white shirt. I'll just wear a different white shirt. So, you know, like you probably run into those things where it's like you're going and you're looking and then you're like, wait, I gave it away. But that's okay. Like, you don't need that thing. It's just there because now, of course, you're thinking about it because you just gave it away. And then going along with that, I said getting rid of things that are nostalgic but never used. A big thing was my makeup collection. I had makeup in my makeup collection from when I was literally, I'm not even kidding you guys, 9 years old. I had my eyeshadow kit, my first ever eyeshadow palette, still in my makeup collection from when I think I got that when I was 9 or 10. That stuff is dusty, crusty, like old, but it was just so nostalgic to me because it was my first one. Like, it was so hard to get rid of that. But I was like, first of all, I'm not going to use this on clients because that's nasty. And second of all, like, I never used this thing. Like, the only reason why I kept it was because there was like vibrant colors in it, and I was like, maybe I can just use this, you know, there'll be a time where I need these colors. I never wear colors like that anymore. And I have other palettes, newer palettes, that have those colors in it. The nice thing about being a makeup artist is that I was able to put a lot of the products that I never used in my makeup kit. And so I didn't have to really get rid of a lot, but I got rid of like a lot of makeup. That was like the hardest thing for me, I think, was like my makeup kit. My makeup collection, I mean. But I kept moving it, and especially when we moved, like, it was just kind of like taking up space down in the basement, and like, you know, I would just look at it, but I never used it. It was just displayed for all to see, but for no one to use. So yeah, and then that's it. So those are just some simple tips. That is kind of what I have done. I am by no means perfect minimalist. I still, like, you would probably come in my room and be like, you're not a minimalist. Like, I have a lot of shoes. I still have a decent amount of clothes. I have like a lot of sunglasses for some reason. I'm looking at them right now and I'm like, wow, that's a lot of sunglasses. But it looks cute displayed, but I'm like, I don't need that many sunglasses. Really, I think the main thing that I want to be minimalist in is like decor and like things in my house. Not necessarily like clothing and stuff like that, but like things in a shelf and things in like a cupboard and things in closets. I really want to have as little as possible to just make my life so much easier. My life has been so much easier since minimalizing and downsizing. So let's go through my makeup bag. Haven't gone through this in a while. I used to never have a like everyday makeup bag because when I was younger, I would have all my makeup just displayed. Using a makeup bag is so much easier, but also just so much more compact. You can take it with you. You know, it's so easy because, like, you know, when I was younger, I would have to get all of my little makeup things out and put it in a bag, and oh my gosh. Let's see what's in here. Here's my bag, and I'll show you kind of what I use. So this is my everyday bronzer and blush. I really like this. I've had this for a long time. I did not use this for like years, and then I started using it all of a sudden. I'm going to keep that, but once I get rid of this, I am going to get a different one. An example, like, I do not want to buy just like drugstore makeup anymore. I don't want to buy just makeup because it's cheap. Because like these products can have toxins in them. It's not like deadly. When I do get rid of this, I will buy a more sustainable, clean product. I have 2 brushes in here. I use this every day, and then I use this to wipe away my powder. Eyelash curler. This is the eyebrow pencil that I use every day. I love this. This is my Merit highlighting stick in Kava. I use this every day. It just gives you the perfect dewy glow. I love Merit products. Merit products are clean and pretty affordable. This is my Maybelline. It's a Maybelline concealer. I literally bought this for my wedding almost 2 years ago. I still use it, actually, for blemishes because there's still some product in there, but it's literally almost gone, so once it's gone, I'm just throwing it away. But I'm just going to keep it for now because there is still a few uses out of this. So this is what I've been using for the past, like, 2 years, I would say, is the e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer. It's a really good concealer for cheap, but again, it's not really sustainable. It's not great for you, so I'm almost out of it, so I'm going to be buying a different one, but I'm not wearing makeup right now. If you go watch my video I just posted last week, And I'm talking all about not wearing makeup, obviously. Honestly, this will probably be dry by the time I wear makeup again, but whatever, I'll just keep it in there. I actually really like this. This is a wax stick for eyebrows. I got this for free when I worked at Target like 3 years ago. But this is good for like laying your eyebrows down and shaping them, so I'm gonna keep that. This is mascara. So I ran out of my Lash Paradise mascara, and I wanted to, because I ran out, get a cleaner option. I bought a Pacifica mascara duo. It was the worst mascara I've ever used. Literally, like, I have really thin, fine eyelashes. It got everywhere, and it didn't even get on my eyelashes. Like, it was horrible. So I returned that, and this was just a travel size mascara that I got from like a Christmas gift, and so I'm using this. But I think for mascara I'm going to have to compromise and just use like what I know is good. Maybe I'll use a higher end one, but like even the higher end products, it doesn't really even matter. They still have toxins in them. But I think just for mascara, it's really hard to find a good clean mascara. So if you have any suggestions, please let me know. I will keep this because I just opened it. This, I've had this for forever. This is my MAC Studio Fix powder. This is great for covering up pimples and blemishes and stuff like that. I've had this for like, I don't even know how long, but I still have some left. So I don't use powder a lot anymore. I do like to keep this because I do use this to cover up blemishes, like put it on top of my concealer. This is Maybelline primer. I bought this for my wedding. I don't think I have another primer in my kit because I do have a small little display of makeup still that it's for like events and stuff like that. Like if I go to like a wedding or anything like really fancy, like I have those things. Like I have eyelashes and my makeup palettes and stuff like that, but just a very small kit or just a very small collection. But I don't think I have a primer. Maybe I do, but I'm just going to keep this just in case. I have had this since high school. This is Too Faced Candlelight Glow. I remember who gave this to me. I think it was either for Christmas or my birthday. But this highlighter is really, really pretty. I have not even touched pan or hit pan. I will keep this. I really do like this highlighter. This is a travel brush. I like this travel brush. If I'm going somewhere traveling, I honestly only just bring this because I don't really wear eyeshadow anymore. So I'll usually just take out those two brushes and just use this. So I'm going to keep that. This is a Naked Basics. I've had this since middle school, I think. So, like, as you can see, I have hit pan on, like, what is that color? WOS. This is just an essential, like, it's a great product to have in your little makeup bag. Gonna keep it. This is a lip gloss. I love this lip gloss, actually. My friend gave this to me. It was hers. In high school, I think. And she gave it to me, and I'm pretty sure she, of course, used it. But I honestly love this color. It is a Beauty Counter in the color Whisper, and it's such a good lip gloss. Like, the cap broke. It's so sticky, but like, I love the color. I think I might just keep it. I was gonna throw it away, but I don't really have a lot of lip products anymore. I have a lot of lip products in my makeup kit from work, but I don't know. It makes my lips feel so good too, so I think I'm just gonna keep that. You know what? I'm just gonna use some right now. This stuff is probably toxic, but it smells old. Guys, you're probably like cringing at me because like all this stuff is so old, and I know you're supposed to throw away makeup products like because they expire. I do not follow that rule. Whatever. Okay, this is an e.l.f. cream blush. I've had this, again, for so long, and I'm going to throw it away. This is NYX Liquid Illuminator. This is what I used to use before I used the Merit highlighter stick. I don't use this anymore. Honestly, the highlighter stick is so much better because this has like sparkle things and like it just looks way too glittery. So I'm going to throw that away. I'm not going to use that again. I have Bare Minerals eyeliner. I like Bare Minerals. Bare Minerals is actually a pretty good brand. So I'm going to keep that. This is like a 24-hour eyeliner. And then NYX, this is the eyeliner that I used for my wedding. This is the Epic Ink Liner. And I actually use this for my makeup kit for brides and stuff. So I actually do like this eyeliner. This is waterproof, so I'll keep that. She gotta go. I don't even know what brand this is. If you have been around since when I started this channel, when I was 12 years old, I have had this. I don't remember who gave it to me. I think my grandma did, from her makeup kit, from her makeup collection. This is an eyebrow powder. This has to be like 15 years old. I'm going to throw her away. She still doesn't hit pan. Still didn't hit pan. I have used this on and off my whole life, basically. And I don't even know what brand it is. I have lots of eyebrow things in my makeup kit already. She's going to go. This is a travel-sized Chocolate Soleil Too Faced bronzer. I am going to keep this because this is a matte bronzer. The only other matte bronzer I have is in my makeup kit. And I like to use this if I am going to be going somewhere like fancier and I want to like contour. I like to have that. So I did like this blush. This is the NYX blush in Summer Peach, but she broke. The little glass part came out, and I would try to keep it in there, but it keeps coming out, and I don't ever really wear blush anymore, like powder blush, or if I do, I wear the e.l.f. one in that e.l.f. thing. So I'm just gonna throw her away because she gets getting messy, gets sparkles everywhere. Bye. Lancome Black Coffee eyeliner. I actually do like this because sometimes I'll use this as my eyeliner and smoke it out and then like do a little wing with it. And I do like brown because I feel like brown looks less harsh, especially in like the springtime. I like that, so I'm going to keep that. I've had this one for a while. I never wear foundation. And the only time I do is if I go out somewhere like fancy. But I have my foundation from my wedding. And if I'm going to wear foundation, I'm probably going to wear that one. And I don't really just wear a light foundation. This thing, if my cousin Kelly is watching right now, she gave me this, I'm pretty sure in like high school. It's an IT Cosmetics Bye Bye Under Eye concealer. I've had this for so long, but this is the best full coverage concealer. It is thick consistency. You don't need a lot. I have used this for so long, and I can't get rid of it because it still has like the tiniest bit of product in it, but I can somehow squeeze it out. And until it is completely bare, I will continue to carry it with me because it literally covers everything. All right, left in here, I have this poor little angled brush that I used to smoke out my liner. I think I actually might keep it just because I'm too lazy to go get a different angled brush from my kit. So I think I'm just going to keep that. I have my eyelash glue in here, which I actually might just go put in my collection with my other makeup items. And then other than that, I have a cap from a really old eyebrow pencil. And then I have this brush that I've obviously never used. So I didn't really honestly get rid of that much. So the reason why I got rid of that cream blush and then got rid of that Maybelline foundation is because I got 2 new Merit beauty products. So I love Merit because they are a very sustainable brand. Their brand is just very simple, very minimalist. It's literally called Minimalist Beauty. That's what it's called. Because a lot of their products they have, it's like their products can be like a 2-in-1, a 3-in-1. This is the cream blush that I have been wanting to try in the color Beverly Hills. It's so beautiful. I just love the packaging. I love the color. I love their formulas. I love everything about Merit. And so I'm a very big Merit fan. Everyone's been raving about this. This has honestly been like really popular. And then I actually have this in a different color. So this is the Merit, the Minimalist Stick, the complexion stick. But they didn't have my color last time I got it. So this time I got my color. So this is linen. So it's a very light color. The color I got before was a darker color. I used it for contour. But this is what I'm actually going to use for everything. This is going to be my everything stick. And I'm very excited about it. And that is why I don't really need another skin product other than this. Because this is literally the Perfecting Complexion Stick. So it's not just a concealer, it's not just a foundation. You can use it for all of the above. And look how compact it is. It's super small. Like this compared to this, like this is way bulkier, heavier. Like this is just great. And I love cream products. So yeah. Oh, and I forgot. I was using the Airspun powder. I've been using that since I was like in middle school. But that powder, literally the number one ingredient is talc, and talc is really toxic. And so Honest Beauty is a really great brand. They are very clean, a very good brand. So I have been liking this powder so far. It does leave my skin a little bit dry, but that's why I don't really use powder. The only time I use powder is to set my under eyes because my under eyes will crease, obviously. This is just in the shade Invisible Blurring, and it's a loose powder. Another brand that I really want to try is Ilia. A lot of people have been raving about them, so I'm probably going to try their products when I start wearing makeup again. That is my video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you enjoyed these minimalist videos, make sure to leave a thumbs up, and I will be starting a whole playlist of them. So I'm excited. But yeah, I love you guys. Make sure to follow me on my social medias where I'm active on there every single day. It's _Lily Allen. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye, guys.